Gabimaru the Hollow, of course. When I got this thing, I thought it was going to be another run-of-the-mill shinobi from a slightly obscure anime that not a lot of people are talking about, maybe just because it's 2024, but oh, let me tell you, for an unknown character such as this to come out with the fire, I am surprised. Of course, there are some certain things that could have been done better, so why don't we go over it? Back at it again, baby! Yes, what is up, everybody? Hello, my name is LeCompton. Welcome to today's in-depth review, and if you're new here, hi. I cover all SH Figuarts and mostly import anime figures. So if you feel like hitting that like button anytime during the video, would totally love that. But today we have got SH Figuarts from the Jigokuraku. Oh, did I get it right? I don't know if I feel like I did. Hell's Paradise-Gabimaru. Looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I had to do a lot of like research in depth of like, ooh, I want to make a music video for him because he's so freaking cool. And my God, is this dude a badass. But I love the art style. This did come out in September 23rd. Good Lord, this is a very old review. 2023, and this was the first one on my little roulette list that finally got picked. I'm surprised we're doing it, but here we are. So, looking really good, window shots looking nice. I love the art style on the front here, and then on the side here, you've got the product shots, and then the paint shots. Product shots as well, and then over here, a little side window thing. I'm partial to the other side, and then on the top here you've got that, and the bottom that. So that's the whole box. I did want to let you know that I have checked on AliExpress and all the other ones. There are no bootlegs of him. You got the Tamashii Nations and the Bandai, just in case one does come out and you want to know what is official. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get Gabimaru out of the box. And there is Gabimaru out of the box. Looks like he's coming with a decent amount. I picked him up at original date for $75. I have checked. He is ranging from around 53 to 60 on AliExpress. Big Bad Toy Store has him for 75, and then all of the import websites are sold out. So I think 50 is a good spot to pick him up, but he looks like he comes with 4 interchangeable face plates. You got 4 pairs of interchangeable hands. You've also got a little individual neck piece to where he could put that mask on, which just looks so badass. And then one extra pull the little mask down there. And of course, he does have his katana there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. All right, for articulation, can look up about that much, which is pretty good. Look down all the way that much, which is pretty nice. You got a head tilt right there, head tilt right there. I wouldn't say it's too much. It does look pretty good. Full 360 exorcist style. Arms can go all the way around full 360, no problems. Sometimes you do kind of have like a little catch problem to where you have to put a little bit more effort into not making it weird. So I do like that. As far as the wingspan or like T-pose, you got that, which looks pretty good, I'd say so far. Okay, double jointed. I really had to check and see if that was double jointed, just because like the elbow sleeve kind of looks a little weird. Of course, you've got the ball joint within the wrist, which is giving a really good flexion right there. So do like that. Now, if you can see right here, the butterfly joint is also kind of attributed to the shoulder piece. Okay, so as far as the butterfly joint and kind of like the crossover, you're gonna get like that, which is pretty good. And also there's not like, oh, is that? Oh, it's like a soft rubber. That's interesting. That's cool. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just a regular soft or like hard plastic piece there. So that's cool. And it doesn't look like it's really too miscolored or anything. So that's nice. Kind of skipping points. As far as the ab crunch goes, you can get like so, and then limbo style is not gonna be too much. Now, as far as like a flexion with the hip and then crunch down, you're gonna get like that. I don't know really why I want to show you that, but I do, I guess. Sure, it's good points. I did also didn't mention that there is, it's like a bicep swivel, but it's like in this arm ball joint right there, if you can see it right there. Yeah, see it right there. So this is where you're gonna get the bicep swivel action, even though he doesn't have like a technical bicep swivel. Can kick up like that, which is really good because he is a ninja. Ooh, can't put his leg back whatsoever. If you take it out and then do like that, you are going to get like that as far as like a good split, but that is, see how it's not like a straight crossover? It's because this butt piece right there is not letting that happen. But it's still a really high kick, and I'm happy about that. Does have the thigh cut right there. Yep, right there. And then double jointed knees. The double jointed knees do have the texture in the knee, which we love to see that, just because you don't want flat pieces. You do have a calf swivel, which is, oh, can you? Yeah, you get a nice little calf swivel. It's not too tight, but it's also not too loose either, which is great. An ankle rocker like so, getting on both joints. I don't know what you want to do like that. Maybe he was playing basketball or something. And then a toe pivot action like that. So, ooh, goodness, Gabimaru. Like, seriously, okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You know, at first I was like, okay, what's it gonna do to really get me? And it's not anything crazy, but I don't see any type of limitation, so I really love that. Okay, I had someone ask me in my last Hell's Paradise review for Yuzuriha, what's the plastic quality like? And that is something I have never actually considered, and it makes so much sense, because sometimes you get like a 35 Goku figure and the plastic just feels a little light, a little like, okay, I could have bought this at Target and I wouldn't be surprised, but this does not feel like that. I do want to put that out there, and the plastic is very, very solid, very nice. Doesn't feel cheap is what I'm really trying to say. The one thing I really wanted to point out on this paint absence sculpting here is the hair. From just a quick glance, you're like, okay, it's white, it's kind of like grayish hair, but something about this is matching the art style of the anime, and I absolutely love that. It doesn't have like a glossy sheen to it, but also it doesn't have like a flat sheen either, and it's matching that art style from the anime is really all I'm trying to say. And it's not like, I don't know, it's really hard to describe, honestly, because like you look at it and you're just like, okay, hair, cool, whatever, but there's something about it that kind of like almost gives it like a clay feeling look, I guess is the best way to put it. But as far as the rest of the paint absence sculpting goes, I mean, it's a pretty standard gi, or like kind of like ninja gi or ninja suit. I don't know the proper term for that yet. Haven't got that far into my lessons, but it looks good. It looks good. It's kind of looking like it has a little bit of shading. I wouldn't say it really does, but the sculpting is very subtle, but like there's no parts on this figure that look like uneven or unmatched, which is great. Also, this right here, soft plastic, and does not have the classic Dragon Ball Z swivel little ball joint, so you're not gonna get any like super action poses like that. And as far as the legs go, same thing, it's matching the top of the uniform right there. I'm just gonna call it a uniform so I don't butcher it. And then the calf things look really good, and the sandals, all of it looks great. But something about the hair, dude, I really gotta say it one more time. It's cool. I just don't know why it's cool. Okay, the more I look at this faceplate, the more I am impressed, because look at the lining around the eyes. It's incomplete, but it's also matching the aesthetic of the anime. The pupils look fantastic. There is a little, it kind of like has a gradient shade to the iris, and then all of it looks great. The eyebrows, the tiny subtle lining over the eyes looks really good, and then also like This part right there, the little edge, that looks really good. The mouth is the most basic mouth you've ever seen, but it matches the character's personality. Okay, this is one of the only other emotions that Gabimaru shows, and I gotta say this one more time. If you haven't watched this show, please go do so. It does kind of look like a basic just ninja character show or whatever, but I promise you it's not. It's got like a horror fantastical element to it. But the emotions of this face look really good. The lining around the eyes looks fantastic. The pupils and the irises. The iris doesn't really have that gradient look to it, but that is just because he's got the fear look. The mouth is pretty basic. You do have a little bit of a dark part, the tongue, and then the teeth right there. As far as the eyebrows, they're just lines. Okay, so we gotta say it every single time. The eyes look fan-freaking-tastic. Lining around the eyes. The pupils almost... The irises look like they have the tiniest bit of reflection in them, so that looks really good. And then the mouth, okay, so the mouth is a weird shape, but that is because he's doing kind of like a fireball katon no jutsu little area effect right there, and then it doesn't come with that effect, which is kind of annoying, but you know, that's what we have Sasuke for, right? All right, okay, so we're getting a yelling face for Gabimaru right here. The eyes look great. I see a little tiny bit of reflection, and the iris looks really good. The lining around the eyes as fantastic as well. Mouth is a lot more expression. Has the dark part, has the tongue, and then also the teeth. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest yelling face I've ever seen, but as far as the character goes in itself, it does match what it needs to look like, exact. Okay, so this kind of goes into, no, this is all accessories. Okay, so
20 minutes later.
Those eyes look really good. Okay, eyebrows look really good. Now, the thing that I did want to show off is the neck piece that we were talking about at the very beginning. This is the neck piece, and also the neck piece has a hair part that is connected to the back of the ninja piece there, so you're not going to have like a flat, it didn't come with the back hair there. So God, I can't get over why these eyes look so good, but they do. And this is of course the ninja mask that he comes with, and so you can do that little neck piece thing right there. But man, oh, I'm feeling this figure for sure. All right, so last little additional accessory piece right here is the neck ninja gator sort of thing. I know it's not called a gator, and it's probably a product of me being raised in the South, but you got like a neck gator to where you could put it up there. The texture, the sculpting of it looks really good. I do like the fact that it's kind of like pointed out to where you can put the fingers in it and kind of like he's doing a little pull-up action. All right, the last piece we're gonna show off is the katana, and it's a pretty basic katana. Nothing to write home about. I've seen better katanas in my day. Zoro came with a better one, and then also of course the Buzzmod Demon Slayers, like with their price, of course they're going to come with a better one. The hilt does not have the symbols that I've noticed, which is the yin and yang on the part of the little hilt right there. That's where it would be. It doesn't have that, but it's fine. It's a sword, you know, so at least he comes with it, right? All right, for the forged pairs of interchangeable hands, I want to say I misspoke. It's not a finger little pull down the ninja gator thing. It is the katon fire piece right there, and it's the only effect that we didn't get, but he came with the face, he came with the hand, but didn't come with an effect. I'm a little bummed about it, but as far as the rest of the hands go, they're pretty standard as far as like a shinobi would come with. You've got some hands that are like that, also some katana like holy hands, and then just more like if you could do this with your hand and just slowly close it and then open it, that's all the hands you're gonna get for this figure. So it's a good amount, but I don't know. I would have traded a pair out for an effect. I know that's probably not the same price-wise, but you know. And there is Gabimaru with his Hell's Paradise compatriots. It's the rest of the line. Of course, we've got Sagiri, and I have yet to review her. Who knows? She probably, knowing how things have gone, she'll probably win the next little raffle pick there. And then rounding out the lineup, we have got Denji or Chainsaw Man, the Power SH Figuarts, the Yuzuriha, which I just did a review for her about like a week and a half ago, right up there. And then I did have to include the Jujutsu so we can have the full Dark 3 up there. No, it's not Yuji, but you know, we got Gojo Satoru. So Gabimaru standing at 5.51 inches. I have checked, I have done a lot of research. I don't want to take Tony's credit. Tony did a lot of research and I just said, no, that looks good. So he stands exactly where he should be. The top of his head should be lining up right around Sagiri's mouth there. And then we have already checked the size on Yuzuriha. So I think he looks great. He's not too tall, not too big, perfectly scaled with the rest of his line so far. I would love it if we got more. I kind of want that Bakugo looking fucker, like that dude, that dude's awesome. So will Gabimaru redeem himself for his past atrocities and receive the coveted God to friggin' Habit Award? Or will he be another run-of-the-mill shinobi? Find out after this short break.
Oh, Murray, did you hear?
About Nick across the way?
Yeah, got sprayed.
Didn't he just get sprayed?
Yeah, but didn't get the roots. Whatever got him this time was different.
I didn't think anything could take old Nick.
Hey, next time, it could be us.
Roundup, no root, no weed, no problem.
Ladies and gentle collectors, are you entertained? By Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise. Ooh, yes, yeah, I am. Actual question is, what are you thinking? But me personally, I love this figure. I honestly, I didn't expect to. I really didn't. You know, I thought it was going to be pretty fun, but kind of like oh, you know, he's fun, but it's nothing to write home about. Man, was I wrong. Okay, so where do we begin? Articulation, it is great. The amount of stuff that you can do, the way you can move the arms and stuff. I did have one problem and I rectified that, but like one of the forearm pieces, like right there was, it was loose, and then that was making the shoulder, like the forearm little sleeve loose. But all we did was push that in. The rest of it is fantastic. I haven't had any problems. Nothing's too tight, nothing's too loose. Everything stays where it needs to be. The faceplates. The faceplates are, I wouldn't say like room for improvement, but there is one particular faceplate that I really wish we would have got, and that is the no-eyed pupil possessed Gabimaru. Like that, I mean, that's how he fights most of the time until he comes into his own, and then he's like, oh, I got pupils back, I got my mind back. But the fact that we didn't get that is it's a really big miss. And the fact that we've only gotten 3 of these figures from this series, I don't know if the line has done that well. I'm hoping it does so we can get more. But I would personally, I would like to see some Gabimaru DLC. I want that faceplate, and also I want some effects. I want some fire effects, and don't give me just flames. Don't do that, because you've seen the show. It's not just flames. Yes, it is just flames, but a very, very vibrant red, purple, blue, yellow, orange, all of it just mixed in. And it's beautiful. And if you give me a flame effect like this for him, no, I won't be happy. I just stabbed the crap out of my finger, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on moving. Those are my two gripes. Everything else though, I love this figure. He's so fun to pose, to mess around with. Like all of the stuff that he comes with it works, it fits, and I can't say too much about it. The thing that I did really want to point out, and it's crazy, it's stupid for me to even say this, but the flip-flops have flip-flop like sandal texture on them. I know I'm crazy, but it's an attention to detail for me, and that's fantastic. And I love this figure, so I'm just gonna go ahead and right into it. My rating scale is hate it, like it, love it, got to freaking have it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this: I got him for $75. He is around $50 to $60, $65 at the highest. With that being said, God, it's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. $75 is a pretty steep price point for this figure. But if you can pick him up at a lower price point, I would really put him in my got to freaking have it. He has got a got to freaking have it for me. It's hard to say just because I was like, okay, well, it's $75 and how do I feel about it? I'm happy. I'm happy with the purchase. The plastic feels fantastic. The figure is just fun, and I hope we get more and more of these. Like, I don't know who else we could get other than that Bakugo character. Give me some of those flower people that, you know, have both parts. So, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments how you feel. I know this is an older figure, but this is one of my catch-up initiative reviews. Next week, speaking of, we have got Reno Ichikawa from Kaiju number 8. I was waiting on Vegeta. I have not got notification that he is coming, so we're doing the newest in the line, and that is Reno. So please stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and until next time, Compton out.